Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check fresh release from Eduard. This kit comes in 1/48 scale and it copies Spitfire Mk.VIII. So it's a weekend edition kit, you can notice it by the blue color of the boxing, but here we have a commercial sample, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this box, and it will be interesting to see which markings are included, because here we have only one marking on the box art. So for the box size, it is typical for this type of kits from Eduard. Here you can see comparison with my hand, and then on the side we can actually see both markings which are included into this kit. So here they are. You can see that there are two markings. It's also a traditional feature of weekend edition kits. You do not get more of them in the weekend edition, and if you want more you can buy some aftermarket decals, for example. And here on the opposite side we have some safety information and also the kit number here. It's a top opening box, so just give me a second. Here it is. And we can see that sprues are separated into several plastic bags, so we are going to start with first plastic bag on the top and then gradually move to other sprues as well, so just give me a second, I will open it. In the meantime, let me remind you that you can support us by pressing the special donate button on our website or joining our YouTube membership. We have special join button somewhere here, so if you press it you will be choosing several levels of membership, and one of them gives you the chance to get a free kit every month, which is really cool in my opinion. So you will be helping us and you will be getting something interesting as well. Here we start with a clear plastic sprue. It is molded in a circular shape, and as you can see here we have canopy parts and everything looks really nice, but because this is a weekend edition kit there are no masks included, so you have to be cutting all of them by yourself or maybe get an aftermarket set. Now I'm trying to understand where this part broke off. I don't see any empty connector. Nevertheless, that's a windscreen. As you can see, it's separate. It's not damaged, it was just broken off under pressure, I guess. Maybe. Okay, next we go on with a gray plastic sprue. Here we have wing parts. So overall parts design is typical, or parts division, and you will be familiar with it if you already checked any of Spitfires from Eduard. So we have two top halves, we have one bottom, separate air intakes, separate wheel wells, separate ailerons, but at the same time we have flaps pre-molded, so if you want to drop them on your aircraft you will have to buy a PE set. And there is no other way to do this, so keep it in mind. And if you flip it over here inside, you can notice that we have really nice pre-molded details for the main wheel wells. And overall parts fitment is really nice. As far as I remember, when I was building this aircraft I did not have any issues at all. Next we go on with another gray plastic sprue. So here we have fuselage halves. Both are molded together with a tail section, so let's zoom out a bit. Here they are, and you can see that we have recessed panel lines and rivets. Also note that cowling is separated into two halves, which is not that cool in my opinion. You can get a brassine upgrade which is molded as a single piece part, and it will help you avoid a visible seam in such area. I mean, it's really important for such builds, so keep it in mind. Maybe it's better to get a small upgrade for your model. Here you can see external details on the fuselage half. Here we also have so-called chin panel with air intake. As you can see, it is also separated into two halves. And here we go on with ailerons, another fuselage half, wingtips, and if you flip it over there is minor cockpit detailing in the fuselage halves, because cockpit will be actually assembled as a separate sub-assembly and installed between fuselage halves. Well, again, it is typical for Spitfire kits from Eduard, so I guess you won't be surprised with that if you already assembled one of their Spitfires. Next we have another plastic bag. Here it is, so I'm going to open it as well. Here we have the biggest sprues in this kit. So I just need a second to open this resealable plastic bag. Okay. So what do we have here? First of all, we have mix of various parts for external detailing. So you can notice that, for example, here we have one-piece propeller, we have air intake parts, exhausts, also landing gear, wheel tires, and what else is interesting here? I just saw it here. We have the main wheel wells parts as well. So some of these elements can be replaced with resin if you would like to, for example wheels for sure, so you can get it as a separate Brasin upgrade set. We reviewed it on our YouTube channel, so you can find it easily just by typing the Brasin wheels for Spitfire. And of course cockpit can be also replaced with resin. It will be noticeably better detailed, so it's up to you whether you would like to see it or not. And here we have last grey plastic sprue, so here you can notice this cockpit walls on both ends. We also have bulkheads, pilot seat which is molded as a single piece, instrument panel, tail wings, and again minor elements for the cockpit and for landing gear system as well. Cockpit should be really detailed out of the box, so if you are not, I would say, fan of working with resin, this should be enough getting this plastic kit. Maybe you can also opt out for the original PE from Eduard. It will be also having a noticeable influence on the cockpit area, but I would say what they made with Spitfire, I mean for the standard kit details, it looks really amazing. And it's also easy to build, surprisingly, so I really doubt that you have any issues here, and that's really cool because it might look sophisticated, but in reality it is really easy to build and you will actually enjoy this process. And next we are going to move to decals. So decals come in a separate plastic bag, again resealable plastic bag, but we have here two Decals sheets. So just give me a second. Obviously they're printed in Eduard, and the first one actually shows the age of the original plastic release. I will zoom in so that you can see. So here you can notice this nice number 2015. So it was presented 5 years ago. Really, time flies. And next we go on with a new Decals sheet. So this one, it was printed especially for the weekend edition. You can notice that we have decals for seat belts and instrument panel, so that's also cool because some modelers not that happy to work with PE parts, and here you get all necessary decals out of the box. And printing quality seems to be fine, so I don't have any, let's say, issues with that. And next we have assembly manual. This one is printed in form of typical Eduard brochure, so we zoom out a bit. Let's close the camera, and you can see that there is no history note. That's also a typical feature for weekend edition kits. We start straight with the parts map and safety advices, and then we move on to the assembly process. So first of all you have to assemble the cockpit, and as I said, it will be a separate sub-assembly. As you can see, this block will be inserted into the fuselage. Here you can see this process, and there is no engine, but if you would like to get an engine in your model, you can get a Brasin upgrade set, which is really gorgeous, but you have to modify original plastic, so it's definitely for professionals, not for beginners. Here we continue with main wing, and also you can see the landing gear alignment, and next we go on with tail wings and exhausts. So note also there is a special sequence to install the tail wing and rudder, so follow this, be careful. Here we install wing tips and ailerons, air intakes, chin panel, and next here we start working on the underwing air intakes, landing gear legs and wheels, and propeller together with the canopy. Obviously you can assemble canopy in open position, so it will be also nice to expose the cockpit inside. And here we have two marking options. One is from March 1945, another one is from April 1945. And on the last page we have stencils, placement guide for this aircraft. So all in all we get a really nice package for these modelers who would like to get a, I would say, basic package of the plastic and decals. They don't want to pay extra for PE parts, then it might be an interesting option for them. And this kit should be already available. You can get it on official Eduard website. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such release here in the comment section below. If you like this video and you want to support us, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye!